Here's another Webfire marketing tips video. On this one, I'll basically show a demo of an easy way to sell web services to cold leads. Each week, we'll be doing a new video, an analysis, or a webinar on marketing tips and advice, and we'll give you a chance to win $100. To get the trainings and a chance at $100 for free, join our free Facebook group at getwebfire.com/FB group. Again, that's getwebfire.com/FB group. This week, you'll see how you can reach out to cold leads to sell them web services without a ton of work on your end while still personalizing it for your prospect. If you want to sell any web-related service like SEO, schema markups, social media management, lead finding, and so forth, the key is to show a good, personalized demo of what you could do for them. This demo here will show how you can do that for something like SEO and or schemas without having to waste a ton of time, yet still being able to personalize your marketing message to your prospects. So here's what you can do. First, you can pick any kind of like a general niche or kind of business that you want to target to start with. And you can do this for almost any kind of business out there that you can think of. It doesn't have to be local. Just for the example of this, we'll use a local one. Let's say you want to target dentists or chiropractors or anything like that. Pick any term like that, and right here, in this case, let's try to target maybe dentists that are offering maybe teeth whitening, and we'll basically target the Madison area. So we'd go to Google and we do a search term for something like professional teeth whitening, Madison, Wisconsin, or some term like that. If we basically decided that we wanted to look at all the local dentists that essentially offer that in the Madison area, that was our target, and there's a decent amount of those, and we can create like one video or example to try to target basically all those guys. So what you want to do when you make the video is you want to first make sure that you do like a website analysis of a site that does not rank too well. And to do that, when you do a search, you want to skip all the sponsored ads here because those don't really matter. So if it says the little ad next to it, you'd basically just mention how that doesn't matter. And what you want to do is you want to record a video of your screen, basically saying why some sites rank and why some sites don't. And there's lots of screen recording tools out there. I like to use Camtasia. That's a paid one, but there's free ones out there like I think Cam Studio. And if you just do a search for screen recording software, you'll probably find lots of ones out there, including free ones if that's what you want right there. And you would record yourself basically saying, hey, look, you'll probably see for this term right here, or whatever term you want, you see there's lots of sites that are ranked towards the very top, and of course lots of sites that are ranked on the bottom or on page 2 or 3, so on and so forth. And you say that, hey, if you're obviously not at the very top, you greatly reduce your chances of getting prospects. So you want to either be in here, which we'll get to in a second, or in the top few right there. And you can say, hey, if you basically point out the most obvious stuff where, hey, one way to rank well is to make sure that the keywords you're trying to rank for, you have at least most or all of in your title tag and your description. Now, a title tag is usually the blue link right here. The description is usually the sentence or so underneath it right there. And you see for the search term professional teeth whitening, you see, surprise, surprise, the number one result is a place that says professional teeth whitening. And there's some that are close that say like teeth whitening and stuff like that. You can see that those are towards the top right there, but obviously the number one has that main phrase that we're trying to rank for. Whereas you can say, hey, the example down here, some towards the very bottom like this one right here, clearly they do teeth whitening, but the main keyword that they're going for in their title tag is cosmetic dentist. / your smile, Madison No Fear Dentistry. And you can say, hey, the reason why this guy ranks so well at the top is because, he has the keywords not only in his title tag right here, but also in his description. Whereas this guy that ranks at the bottom, he does not have that in his, main title tag or in his description tag right here. So just by changing that, you can say, hey, you'd have a good chance of ranking higher for that term right there. Then you can use a tool like Webfire. You can do a website analysis. And in this case, I picked this exact link right here. So not just this part of the domain, but I actually did a search on that entire link right there, because every page you have within any website can have a separate title tag. So this guy is trying to rank for, teeth whitening or stuff like that. He really needs to have that in his title tag. And you say here. So in this case, I had a search for that exact link right there, and the keyword was professional teeth whitening, Madison, Wisconsin. You see here that, hey, yeah, he's only about half optimized for that term right there, but he has a great chance of ranking if he targets that term on his site. But we see, he doesn't have the keyword in his title tag, and he doesn't have the keyword in his description tag or in the heading tags, and it's not even mentioned anywhere on his site. And you can say, hey, that's the reason why a guy like that isn't ranked high, is because he doesn't mention it pretty much anywhere on his site. And then say, hey, you can actually fix all that for anyone that's interested. Now, you don't have to show them this and show how, you can easily fix it with a click of a button. Instead, you can just have this be a downloadable PDF that you hand out, and show how easy it is to fix all that. And you don't have to do this for every individual lead that you reach out to. You just send this one video to all the dentists that you reach out to, in this case right here. You just pick one to do the example of where you see one that clearly does not rank well, and they don't have the keyword in their title, they don't have it in the description, and you point out how the guy that's at the top or towards the top, they do a better job of having more of the keywords in their title tag and in their description and all that right here. Like you see, these guys clearly have it in their description. This guy has it in his title tag and the description right there. That's why he's ranked, whereas the guy at the bottom does not. So in the video that you do, you just basically point out how the guy that does not rank does not have that stuff, and just those small things alone can make a drastic difference. Then you can even have a downloadable PDF where you do like a screen recording of that, where you go through it. Basically, it's the same thing as right here, and you just it has like a little more detail and stuff on it, but you're just basically going through, pointing out, what they don't have, and then always saying that if they're interested, you can fix that for them as well, and to reach out to you if so right there. The other thing that you can also do is say, in this case, he has a schema, but he doesn't do the best of jobs and he could have more, and then explain what a schema is, and basically say, hey, a schema is what can help you be more likely to show up at the results at the very top, like this right here. Or in the case, here's another example in another niche, in the arcade niche. Here's a schema on the right side, and it can be, not only that, a schema can have a lot of info on it, can have click to call for mobile stuff, can have reviews on it, can have their business hours on it. There's also other kinds where to have review stars on it. That's all done through the use of a schema. And to say, hey, so would you rather be like in this, arcade example, you have one arcade place that dominates, even though there's multiple other arcades in the Madison area, including ones that are like millions of dollars more than this guy right here. This guy ranks for, basically a business that's a fraction, of the revenue and price of some of his competitors, but he ranks because he does a good job on the SEO, but on the schema. And a schema, you can show, hey, you can show a screen recording of this and say, hey, there's multiple different kinds of schemas. If you want to be like that guy that I just showed you right there, I can make one for you pretty easily. You can also show how it has different kinds of schemas. Like if you want to look like this and have multiple links show up underneath your site, say how you can do that as well, or if they just want to have a higher chance of having their stuff show up at the very top, like either like this or like right here. That's all done oftentimes again through the use of a schema. So just by reaching out and showing an example and saying why some places rank and why they don't, can turn like a cold lead into a hot one by like them saying, oh, hey, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He actually showed me why this guy ranks here and why this other guy does not rank that well down here. So they have confidence that you know what you're talking about, and they'll naturally think, oh, I'm kind of like this guy where I'm at the bottom, or I'm not on page 1, I'm on page 2 or 3, or I'm not ranked at all. And their second thing that they think is, wow, I really don't know how to fix that. So they're definitely basically interested in the services that you can provide. So that's the way where, if you make a video even like 5 minutes long, you can make one for every kind of prospect that you want to target. You can do it on a local scale if you want. You can do it on a non-local scale, completely up to you. You can change the niches. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of different like niches and markets that you can do this for, where you're trying to basically pinpoint examples for them. Because if you do an example of a dentist and you try to target a chiropractor, the principles are the same, but the chiropractor will ignore you because they'll say, oh, that's for a dentist and not me because I'm a chiropractor. So again, if you do like a quick 5-minute video for each kind of niche, and then you mill out those guys right there, that can make a world of difference, and it can really start to get you a lot of clients over time without having to do a lot of work. And keep in mind, something like Webfire can not only can help identify all those issues, it can help you fix all those for yourself and for all your clients and prospects and stuff right there as well. So definitely keep that in mind, and hope that you got some value out of this right here. So there you have it. If you're interested in yet another way to actually get lots of leads from fresh website owner prospects before anyone else out there can get a chance to even reach out and contact those, you might want to also check out this very cool tool we have right here. You can actually check out a webinar replay by going to domainleadpro.com/join. Again, that's domainleadpro.com/join. And what that one does, it basically finds all the prospects based upon keywords and stuff in any niche that have registered a new domain name. So you can actually reach out to all those prospects before they even get a chance to have like lots of others reaching out to them as well. Of course, you can also do the traditional way of just reaching out to like all the dentists and stuff out there, or all the chiropractors, or whatever business that you want. That's all fine. But if you want a little bit of an extra edge to have a chance to kind of reach out to the new websites ahead of time while they're in the process of having a website built, or in the process of maybe thinking of what they should do to get ranked, this can be a very cool tool to kind of help with that. So you definitely want to check out that right there at domainleadpro.com/join. You might want to write that down and check that out right there, because it's definitely a pretty cool tool right there. And of course, in addition, if you don't yet have Webfire, you'll want to also watch the replay below on that to see all of its tools. There's actually over a couple dozen tools inside there, and all of those can help you get more traffic, leads, rankings, exposure, and sales online quickly and easily. So make sure to check out that as well. I showed you just 2 of the tools in this little video right here, like the website analysis one, as well as a schema maker. And there's a couple dozen more, but make sure to check out all those if that's of interest to you. You can check out those by watching the replay at getwebfire.com/replay/WF. Again, that's getwebfire.com/replay/WF. So make sure to check out those 2 right there, because I think you'll not only learn a lot more, but you'll see a much longer demo and learn a lot more at the same time right there, and see a bunch more of the tools as well. And last but not least, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below with your questions and/or your comments, and we'll be sure to answer them. And if you want a chance to win $100, leave any comment, and this can be what you thought, suggestions for a future video, or a webinar, or anything like that, or anything at all, or even a question, you can leave that at our free Facebook group, which you can join or get to by going to getwebfire.com/FB group. Again, getwebfire.com/FB group. Again, it's completely free. If you're not a member yet, you can just join right there. And immediately below the video that you see right here, leave again any comment or any question or anything like that. And we'll pick a random winner to give $100 away, and we'll announce that on the next video next week. And of course, likes and shares are also always greatly appreciated, and it is to essentially helps us make sure to continue these and make all these free trainings and such. So make sure to like and share that as well as leave any comment or question you want right there, and of course get a chance to win $100 while doing that at the same time. So with that, guys, hope you got some value out of this. Let us know any questions you have, or any comments, or any future videos that you'd like us to do, and we'll make sure to do that. So have a great day. Talk to you guys later.